Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here for the very first time, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. My name's Hannah, and on my channel I make a lot of content about multi-level marketing companies, specifically the downsides, the pitfalls, and I try to caution people against getting involved with them. If you're interested, I can link my playlist right here of all of my anti-MLM videos. We're coming up on 150 of them at this point, but in today's video we're going to be doing a deep dive into the multi-level marketing company AMARE, who also calls themselves the mental wellness company. Yikes! We'll definitely be unpacking that later in the video. And if you are new to my channel, one of the types of videos I really enjoy creating are these deep dive style videos, where we take an in-depth look at a specific MLM company. This is going to be my 10th deep dive video in the series. And if you like what you see here, I have 9 other deep dive videos into 9 other companies on my channel on my MLM deep dives playlist. For the flow of this video, we're going to talk about AMARE's mission statement, their philosophy, then we'll talk about the products and the pricing. We'll also cover how you can join as a rep. We'll talk about the details of the compensation plan. We'll go over the income disclosure statement, and then we'll wrap it up with my final thoughts regarding this company and this business opportunity and if it's something that you should get involved with. At the beginning of all of my deep dive videos, I like to give this disclaimer that this is an anti-MLM video coming from somebody with an anti-MLM perspective. Bottom line is, I don't support MLM companies. I think they're scams. I think they're harmful. I think they ruin the finances and the relationships of far too many people. And my purpose with these kinds of videos is to caution people against joining them. MLM stands for multi-level marketing, and this is a business structure that relies somewhat on selling a company's products, but relies more so on recruiting other people to come into the business opportunity and to also sell the products and to also recruit their own people. So if I joined an MLM, I have the opportunity to make some money off of the commission of selling that company's products, but I have a much better opportunity to make a lot more money if I build a team of recruits underneath me, where I can earn all kinds of recruitment bonuses and cuts of their commissions as well. We'll talk later about how this is a predatory and dangerous and unsustainable business model, but what you need to know for now is that although the information I'm presenting you is factual, it's coming right from the company's website, right from their own documents that they produce, I'm also going to be presenting that information through an anti-MLM perspective to hopefully provide you with kind of the other side of the information that you will never get out of an AMARE rep themselves. Basically, this video is full of all the stuff that AMARE doesn't really want you to know. And if your only source about the AMARE business opportunity is coming from one of their own reps, naturally that information you're receiving is going to be skewed because the person giving you that information has the motive of trying to recruit you into the business opportunity. By me creating this video, I'm not trying to make money off of you. I'm not trying to recruit you into anything. I'm not trying to add you to my team or my downline. And it ultimately affects me 0% if you click off of this video and decide to go join AMARE anyway. So just consider the source, remember the motive of where your information is coming from, and make sure that you're really listening to both sides and you're giving yourself a well-rounded understanding of this company and what it has to offer so that you can make the best decision for you. Last thing before we jump into this deep dive video is that all of the sources I used for every piece of information will be linked in the description box below. I'm very transparent about where I get my information from, and I always want to make sure that those sources are accessible to you if you want to look into it further for yourself. Naturally, there are going to be people from AMARE that stumble across this video, as I've learned from other deep dives into other companies, and historically, these reps waste no time jumping to the comments to call me a liar, to accuse me of spreading false information, to accuse me of being biased, which I guess I am. So I always make sure to direct them to exactly where I got this information from, which just so happens to be their company's own sources. It's not like I'm just making this stuff up for funsies, okay? If the things I'm saying in this video are upsetting to you, but those things are also coming from the company's own sources, it might be worth some consideration and some reflection if AMARE is really something you want to be involved in. That's enough of the intro stuff. I've got all my disclaimers out of the way. Thanks for hanging with me through that. Let's get into this deep dive. What is AMARE? According to their own website, AMARE, also known as AMARE Global, is a multi-level marketing company with a mission to create a holistic mental wellness platform of products, programs, and people. Their core values are love, integrity, innovation, service, and humility, and their vision is to lead the global mental wellness revolution. Okay, big claims here. According to their website, the term AMARE means to love in Latin, and love is the universal language. Yet, in order to truly love others, we believe you must first start by loving yourself. I'll admit that it wasn't until I started researching for this video that I realized it was pronounced AMARE. I have 100% called this AMARE in several other videos, and I will likely slip up and call it AMARE at some point in this video, so please forgive me. But the pronunciation does make sense. It is a Latin word, and I went to the AMARE YouTube channel, and the videos that they have on there of their own reps saying the company's names, they pronounce it AMARE as well. So my bad, I've definitely called it AMARE before. There's even a section on their website breaking down the design of their logo. The AMARE brand, illustrated through our logo, represents community, love, support, connections, empowerment, health, and happiness. Similar to how people connect to build the space of friendship and love, the simple letters A in our logo are composed to create a new form and take on new meaning. There are no particular objects, only symbols. Soft, natural lines and shapes complete the symbol like a spring blossom. Okay. So it's clear that they are heavily leaning into these values of happiness, of love, of health, etc., even through the symbolism of their logo. And at face value, all of this sounds really compelling and really appealing. Who doesn't want to feel empowered and happy and healthy and like they're part of a supportive community? I think that we all want those things in some capacity, and it really feels like AMARE as a company is promising to provide you with those things if you just buy into whatever it is they're selling. Additionally, the lack of these things can constitute vulnerabilities in somebody's life. Not having a community, not feeling happy or healthy or loved, those are all really personal soft spots for people. If we are lacking in those areas, our tendency is to go out there and try and find things to fill those voids for us. And I say that to point out how AMARE as a company or as a business opportunity is already showing us signs of how they can be predatory in their claims and in their practices. If I hold any of those vulnerabilities about my own life and then I go to the AMARE website and I read all these wonderful things about what this opportunity is going to give me, I may be more susceptible to thinking, wow, this could be a really great solution for me. This might be the path I want to go down. Look at all these wonderful things that the company is offering. And I think that this aspect of making predatory claims and preying on people's vulnerabilities is just something we should keep in the back of our minds as we continue to go through this video. Piggybacking off of that, let's address the fact that AMARE calls themselves the mental wellness company. According to their website, mental wellness is everything. It's mental fitness, stress resilience, confidence, physical performance, financial wellness. So in a way, AMARE is kind of presenting themselves as being the solution to achieving wellness in your mind, body, soul, and finances, which in my opinion is a massive thing to be suggesting or promising to people. It kind of feels like they're saying, are you struggling in literally any aspect of your entire life? We have the solution for you. And I think that's a highly problematic claim to be making, because remember what AMARE is. They're a multi-level marketing company. What this company has to offer you is a product that you can purchase or a business opportunity that you can sign up for to sell that product. So essentially what they're saying is if you become a customer of our products or a salesperson for our products, then you're going to live a happy, healthy, and fulfilled life. I personally think that those are inappropriate and predatory claims to be making. I don't think that we should be giving the credit to a single company or their products to have the ability to maximize all areas of a person's life. What AMARE is offering you are supplements and a sales position at best. It's misleading, in my opinion, to be suggesting that these things are going to correct someone's mind, body, soul, and finances. And the last thing I want to say for this section is that I think that this trademarked term itself, the mental wellness company, is so messed up. In preparing for this video, I came across a website called Mental Health America, and it gave us a snapshot of some really staggering statistics regarding the mental health epidemic in the United States. Some highlights from that were that 21% of adults are experiencing a mental illness. 55% of these adults with a mental illness receive no treatment. There are 350 individuals for every one mental health provider, and 28% of adults with mental illness reported that they are not able to receive the treatment they need. And I want to make it clear that these statistics encompass all kinds of mental disorders and mental illnesses, ranging from substance use disorder, anxiety, depression, ADHD, bipolar, eating disorders, learning disabilities, OCD, everything, okay? Mental health is absolutely a spectrum. It can range in type and severity, but the statistics support that 1/5 of all Americans are suffering with some kind of mental health disorder. And over half of those people receive no treatment at all for it, whether that be for financial reasons or lack of access to a mental health provider or otherwise. And I showed this to you to make it clear that this is definitely a huge issue that Americans are facing. And for a company like AMARE to pop up and start selling supplements and calling themselves the mental wellness company is so predatory. Because you hear the name mental wellness company and you kind of automatically assume that they're selling something that can help you treat or cure or correct the mental health issues that you've been struggling with. Because you're thinking, sweet, I don't need a prescription. I don't need to go see a doctor. I don't need to have insurance. I don't have to talk to anybody. I don't have to sit through the discomfort of therapy. All I have to do is go to the AMARE website, add some of these supplements to my cart, and boom, I've got the easy, quick fix. I didn't have to go anywhere or talk to anyone. I can just discreetly take these supplements and hope for the best. And it is worth acknowledging that nowhere on the AMARE website or under any of their product descriptions do they say outright that they claim to treat or cure any kind of mental health condition. They're not legally allowed to say that. But with a trademarked name like the Mental Wellness Company, it's kind of like they're banking on the fact that people are going to draw that connection for themselves. If I consume products from the Mental Wellness Company, then my mental health is going to improve. It's not difficult to see how a nickname like that can be super problematic and predatory when you consider that as a country, we're kind of going through this mental health crisis right now where a significant number of people are struggling, but they don't have access to proper treatment or care. And that's exactly the space that AMARE is sliding in and inserting themselves. Here's a big vulnerability for a lot of people. Here's a huge crisis in our society. And here's how we can profit off of that vulnerability. Here's where we can sell people a product that they think is going to help them. I really, really dislike this nickname. I think it is highly inappropriate and it's intentionally manipulative. AMARE knows exactly what they're doing. They know that they are going to make so much money by marketing their supplements as the solution to your mental health condition. Moving on now to the actual products themselves, we've gathered that they sell supplements. These supplements fall into the categories of sexual wellness, personal care, mental fitness, confidence and weight, gut health, essential nutrition, and kids and teens. And most of these products in these categories come in the form of pills or powders. The names of these products are highly concerning. Are we surprised? Here's one called the Happy Hormones Pack that claims to help you feel like your best self by supporting healthy hormone balance, maintaining healthy sexual desire, supporting a healthy positive mood, weight loss support, and reducing bloating and inflammation. That seems like a really wide variety of product claims, but the Happy Hormone Pack is a variety of 3 different pills that come in a 30-day supply for $163.95. Here's another one called the Happy Mind Pack that claims to support motivation and brain health, support neuron regeneration, support focus and memory, mental energy and endurance, and promotes a healthy positive mood. This pack consists of 2 pills and 2 drink powders. It comes in a 30-day supply for $167.95. Here's another one called the Mental Fitness Pack. This claims to improve your brain performance, increase your energy levels and endurance, provide calm to the body and brain, lower stress hormones, enhance the feelings of well-being, supports a healthy positive mood, and improves your mental acuity and alertness. This pack has 3 different pills, a 30-day supply for $172.95. You get the point by now, okay? Incredibly expensive pills and powders with some pretty outrageous health claims. You can buy each of these products individually, but I am not loving the names that they have given these product packs, okay? The Happy Hormones Pack, the Happy Mind Pack, Mental Fitness Pack. Each of these names carries with it the connotation that it's going to improve your mental health in some way, and I dislike all of these names for the same reasons that I dislike the name Mental Wellness Company. It's predatory. How many times can I say that word in this video? It's clearly targeting a certain type of person looking for a solution for a certain type of health concern. And I guess to a certain degree, all products out there are marketed as a solution to some kind of concern or need, but in my opinion, it crosses that unethical boundary when you have a company building its entire brand around being a mental health solution without any evidence to back up those claims. If you look at the bottom of the AMARE website, there are some links regarding the science behind the products. So I was like, cool, let's check it out. I clicked on them and I found this PDF document regarding quality control of their products. One of the pages says extensive testing with a bunch of fancy words that don't mean much to the average person, but this whole page is basically saying we test our ingredients and we make sure that what's on the label is actually in the bottle. Another one of the pages in this PDF is titled Analysis, with even more more gibberish and acronyms that look super impressive but can't be interpreted by the average person. It even says at the top, the scientific method. AMARE uses cutting-edge technology along with tried and true scientific analysis to meticulously evaluate every aspect of our products and their results. But notice that there are no links to any studies, there's no results from any of these supposed experiments, there's no information within this quality control document to suggest that these products have been tested and proven effective. And my point in showing this to you is that a company can create an entire PDF and they can slap pictures of test tubes and gloved hands on there, and they can refer to things like liquid chromatography mass spectrophotometer, but these words and images don't prove anything. It is all fluff. All of this right here is intended to give you the illusion that this is scientific and legit, but there's no actual substance behind it. There is zero proof that taking AMARE products will give you the result they claim. You very well could pour your money into these products, take them religiously, and not see any results, because they're not proven to do anything at all. As shown by this disclaimer at the bottom of every AMARE product, which says product reviews and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. AMARE does not guarantee specific results, as these are the opinions of individuals and results may vary. I just want this to be an example of how companies can easily mislead their customers into believing that their products are more legitimate than they are. Health and wellness companies, especially MLM health and wellness companies, are very good at this. They make entire PDF documents showing scientific photos and language, but ultimately it's just a way to distract from the fact that there aren't any studies done on these products and there is no evidence to support that they actually work. And we can't talk about these products without acknowledging the crazy steep price point. These products come in a 30-day supply, so if you're buying one of these product packs or you're buying several individual products together and you're putting yourself on a regimen of taking them every day, you're looking at a monthly bill of probably a couple $100 going towards these supplements, and that's thousands of dollars a year if you continue to take these supplements over that extended period of time. The price point of AMARE products is well out of the budget for a lot of people. A couple $100 a month on pills isn't exactly a small expense, but unfortunately, I fear that people who feel that they're in a really helpless place with their mental health symptoms might just be willing to pay for it anyway. They might see it as this quick fix that they can justify spending their money on, even if they can't comfortably afford it, even if they have to put it on a credit card, even if they have to borrow money, even if they have to go into debt for it. And I feel like I say this in nearly every MLM deep dive video, but it's worth reiterating that MLM products are not expensive because they are of the best quality. MLM products are only expensive because of the business model in which they're sold. They're not sold direct to consumer. There's a ton of middlemen, there's a ton of salespeople in this multi-level marketing pyramid structure that are all receiving cuts of this commission when that product sells. The company obviously still wants to make a profit, so what they're doing is they're jacking up their prices to unreasonable amounts to accommodate for these multiple levels of commission payouts. So just because something is expensive does not mean that it is a good investment, and it doesn't mean that it's worth that price. More often than not, you can find similar comparable products through drugstores, retail stores, even websites for a fraction of the cost, simply because they're not sold through an MLM business model, and they don't have to be marked up so high. Now that we have a sense for kind of what this company is about and what kinds of products they sell, let's talk about the business opportunity side of it. Because not only can you be a customer of AMARE products, but you can also have the opportunity to sign yourself up to be what's called a wellness partner and sell those products yourself, therefore earning a commission. So how do you join? It's pretty simple. You go to the AMARE website and you click on the Become a Partner button. First, you'll be asked to give all kinds of personal information like your contact information, your social security number, and the referral ID of the person who recruited you. This is important because it's giving credit to that person who recruited you. You are now added to their team or their downline. They now become your upline. They now benefit financially off of your efforts within the company. That's why that little box exists. They need to know who to give credit to and who to pay off for recruiting you. Next, you'll be taken to this page where you need to choose your starter pack. There is a $750 option, a $500 option, or a $265 option, each coming with a variety of products for you to try. These product packs perks are non-negotiable. You have to buy one if you want to become a wellness partner. And the cheapest that you can do that for is $265. Again, this is a price point that is not insignificant, and it's not realistic for many people. Also, beware that if you are thinking of joining AMARE or any MLM really, you're likely going to be encouraged by your upline to go for those more expensive starter packs. That's because the more money that you spend on your starter pack, the more money your recruiter is going to make, because they're going to get credit for that sale. Remember, on the previous page, you indicated who's going to be your upline and who's going to get paid off based on your purchases. So of course, they're going to say you're going to want the bigger starter pack because it's such a good deal. It's such a deep discount. Look at all the products you get to try. It's such a great value. You really want to take advantage of it. You get it. The more money you spend, the better it is for them. So even if you might not feel like you can afford it, a lot of people are pressured into buying those more expensive packs. It's also worth noting that in AMARE, there is a $65 annual membership fee to be a wellness partner. If you go with the cheapest $265 product pack, you get 50% off this annual fee this year, but you'll start paying that full $65 next year to keep your account active. If you buy either the $500 or $750 pack, then you're going to get your annual membership fee waived for this first time, and you'll start paying the full price next year. So that might be another incentive. You want to buy the bigger starter packs because then your annual fee gets waived this time. So you add the starter pack of your choice to your cart, and the next page you give your shipping and billing information, your credit card information, and finally you check a box at the bottom saying that you agree to the distributor agreement and the policies and procedures. And boom, that's it. Now you're an AMARE wellness partner. The way I look at it, it is concerning how easy it is to join an MLM. Apparently all you need is 5 minutes and a few $100s, and now all of a sudden you can call yourself a wellness partner and start selling mental wellness supplements to people. You need exactly zero training. You don't have to have any kind of qualification or any kind of certification. You don't even have to read the distributor agreement. You just have to check the box. If anyone comes up to you and tries to pitch or sell you an MLM product, especially one with as predatory health claims as AMARE, I urge you to remember this fact, that that person has no qualifications whatsoever to be recommending any kind of supplement to you. And their claims about what those products can do for you are not supported by any evidence or any research. Their primary motive is to say whatever they need to say so that they can secure the sale and make some money. And speaking of making some money, let's talk about the AMARE compensation plan. This is a document outlining all the different ways that an AMARE wellness partner can make some money in the company. I wish I could say that the comp plan is straightforward and easy to understand, but MLM comp plans are notoriously, horrendously confusing. I personally feel like this is intentional. People can't realize how difficult it is to make money in these companies if they don't understand the compensation plan in the first place. AMARE's compensation plan in particular is 30 pages long. I think this is the longest comp plan I have ever seen. I don't feel like spending the next hour breaking down every page for you, and I don't think you want me to do that either. But the full document is linked below, along with all the other sources I have if you want to try and decode this for yourself. But here is one of the pages that gives a brief overview of the 6 ways that you can make money. I'm going to do my best to translate here and give you the information in layman's terms. The first way that you can make money is you sell the product and you earn a commission. Pretty straightforward. The commission ranges from 5% to 35% depending on how much product you sell, and the more product you sell, also known as volume, the higher commission bracket you fall into. The second way to make money is what they call the Heart Start bonus. Generous bonuses designed to help you build an income quickly. So within your first 60 days as a wellness partner, you get this special 20% commission bonus when you get a new customer or you get a new recruit. Not only do you make an extra 20% on those people's purchases, but your upline is going to get an extra 10% bonus, and your upline's upline is going to get an extra 5% bonus. So you can see how building a team is really beneficial because you can make money off the efforts of others. The third way to make money is the Me and 3 bonus. Translation, if you recruit 3 people, you get $135. And even better is if those 3 people recruit their own 3 people, then you get an additional $250 bonus. So here we are seeing that people get paid just simply for recruitment, no product sales necessary. The fourth way to make money is the uni-level bonus, earn the largest percent of commissions as you build a healthy and deep organization. Translation, the more people you recruit, the larger your downline, the higher you climb in the ranks, and the more money you make. More recruits equals more money. The fifth way to make money is the revenue bonus pools. This means that depending on your rank, this only applies to ranks 5 through 14. The bottom 4 ranks in the company do not qualify. But depending where you are in those upper ranks, you're going to get a certain number of shares of the company's commissionable volume. In simple terms, every month the company looks at the total volume of products that they have sold, then they take 7% of that total volume and they divvy it up between the people at the top ranks based on what rank they're at and how many shares they have. To be honest, it's a bit confusing to me still, but the bottom line is that it's advantageous for you to be in these upper ranks because you're going to get these monthly revenue bonus pool checks. In other words, this is one of the ways that people towards the top of the compensation plan have the opportunity to make more money than people in the bottom ranks. The sixth and final way to make money is the Go Forward Infinity bonus. This shows us that if you make it to the top 3 ranks of the comp plan, you unlock even more commissions. Now you get an additional 1, 2, or 3% commissions, and it even says unlimited depth, which means that you can be earning extra percentages of commissions off of your downlines sales into infinity. Moral of the story here is that Amare has 6 ways to make money. Only one of those ways has to do with selling a product, and the other 5 of those ways have to do with building a team and where you fall in the pyramid. So even if we're not 100% clear on every single little detail of this compensation plan and how every little bonus is paid out, we still do have the clear overall understanding that recruitment is compensated better than product sales, and that those with the largest teams are the ones that make it the highest in the pyramid, and they're the ones that make the most money, okay? More of my thoughts on this later. The final section of this video is regarding the income disclosure statement. The income disclosure statement is an optional document that companies can choose to release that details how much money the reps in the company are actually making. It's their actual numbers of what they've paid out to different people at different ranks. Not all MLM companies do, but surprisingly, Amare does have an income disclosure statement, and I love to see that because the numbers don't lie, and I think that being able to understand and interpret an income disclosure statement is an excellent tool for people to have when they're considering whether or not they want to sign up as a rep. As always, the full document is linked below, but here's the graph that we really care about. Here, it's detailing all 14 ranks, wellness partner being the bottom rank and 5-heart servant leader being the top rank, which yikes. Can we talk about these rank names for a second? They went from naming themselves after hearts to then naming themselves after medals, and then eventually it transitions into leadership names. I feel like they need to go and workshop this. Back to the drawing board, my friends, because this is weird. Anyway, we can see that the bottom rank in the company is called wellness partner, and that consists of 86% of people. So what this means is that most people who join the business opportunity are falling at the bottom rank, and the average monthly compensation for this bottom rank is $25 a month, or roughly $300 for the year. Making $300 doesn't sound so bad, but remember that in order to join, you had to buy a starter pack of at least $265. Those products presumably did not last you the entire year because they only come in 30-day supplies, so you probably had to buy more along the way. Plus you have the $65 annual fee to remain active in the company. So even with just the starter pack and the annual fee alone, that means that on average, 86% of people in Amare have to spend more money to remain in the business opportunity than they're ever making back. That means that you're in a deficit. That means that you have lost money. You'll notice that as we climb up in the ranks, the monthly compensation is getting greater and greater, but the percentage of people at those ranks is getting smaller and smaller. Only 0.03% of people in the company make it to the top rank of 5-heart servant leader, and they are making so much money. $53,000 a month on average, or like $600,000 a year. If we consider that a livable income in the United States is like $54,000 a year, you would have to get to the rank of leader in order for Amare to pay you a full-time livable income. Anything lower than that would likely not be substantial enough to replace the income that you would currently make at your full-time job. So the ranks of leader and above only accounts for 0.28% of people in the whole company. So you have a less than 0.5% chance of joining Amare and making enough money to justify having it be your full-time job. I think it's pretty easy to see how incredibly difficult it is to make good money in this business opportunity. It's also easy to see that the people at the top make the most money because the compensation plan favors them the most. Greater earning potential is open up for you if you hit those upper ranks, but you cannot hit those upper ranks without building a team. There is no possible way for you to rank up to those levels if you don't recruit people beneath you. You cannot do it on product sales alone. The compensation plan does not allow for that. Moral of the story after looking at this income disclosure, something that I think that we can all understand by now, is that the people at the top make the most money because they have the largest number of people under them to make money off of. In conclusion, my final thoughts on AMARE is that they appear to operate in the same exact way that every other MLM company operates. If you've seen my other MLM deep dive videos, the conclusion I come to at the end regarding the business opportunity is pretty much the same every time. Most people don't make any money at all. The key is recruitment. It's a numbers game. Not everybody can be successful, etc. However, I'm a little extra disturbed by AMARE's product range and the misleading names that they give their products. We've already discussed this at length, but I think calling yourself the mental wellness company and that selling products called the happy mind or happy hormones or mental fitness pack can really serve to tug at people's vulnerabilities and their hopes about what these products can do for them. And I fear that people may hear about these products and choose to invest their money in this unproven solution rather than pursuing something like mental health medication or therapy or another proven way to improve their mental health conditions. A person's overall physical and mental well-being is such a complex and individualized system that may require different kinds of treatments on a case-by-case basis. And I think it's wrong to be marketing these pills and powders as the quick fix for all types of people. It's not that simple. These products are very expensive and they're not proven to work. So I worry that people struggling with their health are going to delay treatments that are proven to work by shelling out all this money to a company like AMARE instead. And then when you add on the additional layer that this is an MLM company and the main way to make money is through recruitment, you can only imagine what kind of false and misleading claims are being thrown around out there to suck people in. In some cases, a person's mental health can be a life or death situation, and it sickens me that this MLM company, this recruitment-based money-making scheme, could be preying on someone's mental health vulnerabilities and perhaps interfering with their ability to get proper treatment. That's the aspect of this company in particular that really gets to me the most. Yeah, sure, it's a crappy MLM company, like all MLM companies are. The business opportunity is not that good, you don't make that much money, it's all about recruitment, yada yada yada. But in my opinion, what sets AMARE apart from others is this whole mental wellness company BS that obviously, blatantly preys on people's vulnerabilities, and shame on them for that. And that's all I have for you for this deep dive video. I'm pretty sure that my opinions and my thoughts came across pretty clearly, but I'm curious to know what you think as well. And I always like to end my deep dives this way by saying, if you found your way to this video because someone is pitching you this opportunity or pitching you these products, or you're highly considering joining this company, I urge you to consider all the information that was presented in this video. I urge you to look at the resources in the description for yourself. I urge you to study that income disclosure statement and really consider if this is going to be something that's worth your time and money. And I also urge you to consider, what are you going to have to do to make these sales? What are you going to have to say to people to get them on board? What kinds of claims are you going to have to make to them? What kinds of people are you going to have to seek out? Basically, what are you going to have to do to make some money in this company? And do those things feel good to you in your soul, morally and ethically? Those are all decisions that you're going to have to come to on your own. And I hope that this video offered you the other side of that information to hopefully give you a well-rounded sense of what you're getting involved in before you sign up for it. And with that, my friends, that's all I have for you for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you in my next one real soon.